uno, e dois, e três, e quatro.
Panama City's construction boom. The country shouts from the rooftops about its prosperity. From the brand new Museum of Biodiversity designed by the internationally renowned Frank Gehry to the flashy skyscrapers built on the proceeds of offshore finance, manufacturing and shipping. Mind you, Panama has yet to shake off the reputation that some of the cash swilling around is not entirely, well, clean.
There's a big parallel with the story of Miami, especially in terms of the drug trade. Miami became a big hub for drugs, especially money laundering. And it got a really nice skyline, which we're seeing replicated right now in Panama.
And it's in this area, the Casco Viejo, the old town, more Havana than Miami, where there's now greatest upheaval.
As you can see, there's a lot of really beautiful buildings being renovated over here. Very expensive. It's being one of the most luxurious neighborhoods in the city. At the same time, people live here, you know, and people have been living here for a long time. And most of that people are poor, you know, this is kind of like a ghetto. But if you look at this, or you look over there, a couple of blocks down the road, you can get to one of the most dangerous areas of the city.
But transformation offers hope too. 10 years ago, a revitalisation project was set up here to create a walkable neighbourhood for both rich and poor. The new kid on the block, this splendid colonial building converted into an upmarket hotel. But only until recently, it was like the whole square, run and occupied by a notorious gang. Today, several reform members actually work in the hotel. Panama City is a capital on the move. From new public transport systems to an expanded canal and a drastically transformed skyline. And the best way to see that is to join a running group.
Okay.
This group, one of many sprouting up in the city, is led by this doctor who's run marathons around the world and who, despite the accent, was born and bred here.
Good job!
So I want to see all the different faces of this city. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely. They're great places to run in Panama. There's flat, there are, of course, the little hills. Whatever you want, it's Panama. Let's go.
Lead the way.
Let me show you.
Okay. While you've been running here, how much have you seen the city transform?
Totally. I remember running here where there were really almost no buildings, and now we just see the incredible development of the city. We have grown incredibly, but when you go in the city, there's so much more to see, especially the people. When you ask somebody for something and you get that really nice Panamanian just warmth. The warmth of the country is something. The warmth of the people, that is Panama. Thank you. Bye.
The name Panama literally means abundance of fish. And there's certainly lots of it here in the city's main seafood market right next to the Pacific. Local master chef Julio set up a pop-up kitchen to give me some insider's tips on how to make the raw fish speciality, ceviche, local style.
Just get a piece of fish, you know. On this side, it will be cooked as fast as half an hour. And then one of the main ingredients, just to be consistent, is the onion, okay? The onion will give that sweetness that it needs. It's just a simple process, just mixing it. We're gonna season it with some hot habaneros, okay? Very, very intense flavor, but it will be cut off with the limes. And this one, what we call the criollo, this one is really intense. So this one is the one that gives it the power to cook the fish. If you see right away, the fish start becoming whiter. That means it's getting cooked as we speak. Yes.
Listen, I love ceviche anyway, but that tang, extra, acidity gives it everything for me.
We are a country which have a lot of cultures coming into it. So we are kind of people that we've been accepting all things around and making it our own, okay? And we're not a big country. We're a very, very small country, but with a lot of culture.
There's no doubt that when it comes to culture, the USA has played a major role in Panama, a legacy of its huge and sometimes controversial political and economic influence here. It enabled Panama to achieve independence from Colombia more than a century ago, then bankrolled and controlled the strategic canal zone until the millennium. And today, the canal still stands as a remarkable feat of engineering.
Isn't this amazing? The iconic Panama Canal, and I'm cycling along it. Fantastic.
This 80-kilometre waterway brings in billions of dollars a year to the economy. Some locals say this isn't a city that happens to have a canal, it's a canal that happens to have a city.
So my journey across Panama is nearly complete, and I've ended up here in the canal on the Pacific side. This inevitably is very much the future of this country, not least because expansion promises the prospect of mega cruise liners docking here. Panama is used to the world coming here as a trading hub, and the next precious cargo will be tourists.